Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 118, and today we are returning with a massive doubleheader with our Lions as we take on Newcastle United away at St James's Park as we continue our pursuit for our first ever Premier League title, and then take on Bayern Munich away in Germany in our first ever Champions League semi-final. So, two massive games today, and normally after the introduction I'd say what's been going on off camera, but as you can see there's been nothing going on off camera because you saw the last two games in the last episode. Our 2-1 victory away at the Bridge send us through to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and then of course our slip-up away at King Power Stadium where we almost lost just the third time this season in the league, 2-2 there after battling back from 2 goals down. And because of that slip-up, as you saw in the last episode after City beat Fulham, right now in the Premier League table, the gap that was 10 points has now been reduced to 3 with 3 games to go. Well, we're feeling very nervous right now because just 1 win in our last 8 games in all competitions. It's our worst patch of form in the season. 2 wins even in our last 8 games, our worst patch of form in the season. We've got to get it sorted today with our final away game in the Premier League this season, away against Newcastle, who right now are an outside shot of Europa League football. So big game for them, massive game for us. Anyway, heading to the game, we're going to play the 4-2-4 for it. We're at a lunchtime kickoff, and there is some bad news heading to the game as well because there were no games off camera, but a couple of injuries to report. Yet more injury problems for the Lions. We just can't keep our players fit right now. Marcelok's out for 3 weeks after a training injury, and O'Reilly also out for a week as well. So both of these players will miss both games today, and of course Allsop is done for the season. The encouraging thing is that Daniel, who suffered that broken foot at the start of the calendar year, he played the full 90 minutes in an under-23 games on was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, yeah. It might be Tuesday actually. Well, I don't know, it was one of those 2 days. And yeah, Daniel is not fit enough to start. His match sharpness is still horrendous, but knowing that Allsop's out for the rest of the season, knowing that Vacek is suspended for the first leg of the Bayern Munich game, hopefully Daniel will be fit enough to start on Tuesday night in Germany. Otherwise, it'll be a makeshift partnership for Ferencek, and I don't even know who will play as centre-back alongside him, if not Daniel. So this is our team for the game then, 4-2-4. We haven't won a game with a 4-2-4 in quite some time now, but I'm feeling confident. Come on, you Lions. In the league, I should say. I know we beat Chelsea. And this is our team for the game. We've got Pekovic in goal, about for retirement, Vacek, Ferencek and Pereira, with Paolo and McKennie as CMs. Louise and Webster are on the wings. Not together, it's Benka and Ricardo Beitanin. On the bench, Fernandes, Daniel, Ranieri, Hoffman, Pingu, O'Connell and Kabaki as well. First game, it's Newcastle United. It's a massive game here at St James's Park. Come on, you Lions. We need to return to winning ways here. Obviously, I did say I was going to play this game off camera and do a triple header in this episode instead, but I thought to myself, there's just 3 games to go in the Premier League. The gap is cut to 3 points. I can't miss any games out. You've got to see every single game from here on out, man. It's too important. It's far too crucial, and we really need to get the win here, psychologically more than anything. I think if we fail to win here, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think City will win the title. I think City will be crowned champions if we fail to win here in the northeast of England. So massive, massive game. Got to get it right. And the first highlight is going to come 13 minutes in with Paolo Capango playing it to Josh Tymon down the left-hand side into Julian Benka. And Benka's pass is poor and we surrender possession. And what's most frustrating in this patch of form where we've not played well is that when we've not been getting the results, we've also not been playing well. And I know I just said that, but what I mean is that we've not been unlucky. We haven't actually performed properly. We haven't performed, like we deserve to win games. We performed really, really poorly. I know we've had some injury problems, but it's still not good enough. And the first highlight is going to fall here with Petkovic on the ball, playing it long, but Gaspar is going to control that and feed it through to Till inside the centre circle. Now Taylor, dispossessed by Capango. Who is this highlight coming to? Us or the Magpies? So it might come to us because Basinese found Benka and Julian's through and Benjamin Pavard tried to take it off him, but Benka said, hands off Benjamin, let me slot this home for yet another goal. And Julian Benka continues his unbelievable goal scoring form. He's already hit 40 plus in the Premier League this season. He's hit 50 plus in all competitions, and that's another one out of the mix. Great ball by Ricardo. Benjamin tried to trip him up, but Benka stays on his feet. Lovely balance, lovely footwork, slots it home, 1-0, get in. Haven't won an away game in the Premier League for, I don't even know, it's been a long time since we had an away victory in the league. So this is crucial. We've not lost a single game at home this season in the Premier League. Both our defeats have come on the road. Got to make sure we return to winning ways here, and that is the perfect start. We started off strong as well. 5 shots, 3 on target. Yes, we're losing a possession battle right now, but that's fine with me as we're up by a goal. Now Louise gets his skates on and sends it long, and Julian's through again. Another great chance, and this time the finish is wayward. All our hopes of winning the Premier League title, and I'll say it, I don't think we've got much chance of winning the Champions Champions League rely on Julian Benke. So many injuries to so many key players this season. Benke, thankfully, has kept himself relatively fit all year long, hence why he's had such a great goal-scoring season for us. But we need him to stay fit for the duration of the season as Luis crosses and keep on scoring as he heads that chance wide. But he keeps on getting the chances and couldn't take that one to make it 2-0. He could have had a first-half hat-trick here, but it's still 1-0. I'll certainly take this result. 45 minutes to go, and as things stand, a big pressure-relieving win. Come on, you Lions. You know, after that win against City, I thought it was all but done. I thought it was all but confirmed, but instead we've really struggled ever since that game. And I just don't want us to end this season playing inconsistent football. We've got to play the Millwall way. When we had that amazing run of form, we won like 23, 24 games in a row. We've got to get back to that. We've got to go back to the Lions that dominate and tear teams apart. We haven't been doing that at all in recent weeks. And this needs to be a big psychological win for us. And as Benke finds Ricardo, he's through one-on-one and Ricardo slots it home. He repays the favour, Julian. After Bayern gave him the assist in the first half, he starts the second half off by giving it back to his strike partner. And Ricardo, who's the top assist maker in the Premier League with 14, I think it is, gets a goal as well. Luis to the Austrian, great first touch, and what a ball into Bayern. Takes a touch, slots it home, 2-0 Millwall. Perfect start to the second half. Get in. That comeback against Leicester was so crucial, but this game, really important. Our final away game of the season. Got to get the travelling supporters something to cheer for with our final 2 games of the Premier League being at home. And again, psychologically, this game is more important than anything as Clinton wins it back. And Webster, to be fair, who had a terrible season, has really picked it up a late. Great run down the right, great cross the middle. Benke is there, and Clinton Webster finally. Clinton, where have you been? You know you're this good. You got to be proving it on a more regular basis. Now he is. Another assist in a really good run of form for him. He ran the length of the field down the right-hand side. A great cross to far post, and Benke bags his brace and makes it 3-0. It's been a Julian Benke show here at St James's Park. Newcastle United 0, Millwall 3. And I'm going to take off Webster for O'Connell as well down the right-hand side because I want to start him against Bayern Munich. I'm going to bring on Daniel as well for Ferencek and try and regain his match sharpness a little bit so he can play on Tuesday. And I think I'll also go ahead and take off Benke, and we'll switch to a 4-2-3-1 now to keep the ball in the ground, conserve energy a little bit, swap those 2 roles around. I know Benke's on for the hat-trick, and I hate taking off players when they're on for the hat-trick, but I've got to wrap this guy up in cotton wool, man. Any chance of us continuing to win games and have a chance to win the Champions League, let alone the title as well, hinges on Julian Benke's fitness. So Benke will come off, he's done for the day, he's got the 2 goals, he's got us to win, and we'll take that. Ferencek, Benke, Webster, those 3 players turned up today, as did Ricardo Bayern as well. And those 3 players I just mentioned there, they're our team leaders. They're the top 3. They're the team leaders. You've got the captain and the vice captain in Benke and Ferencek and Webster. So crucial as well to our team. Got to make sure these boys stay fit for the remaining few games. So 3-0 the final score. It's been a long overdue, very good performance. So I'm going to say to the boys, I'm very happy with the result and the way you play. That's the most important thing. The way we played today was really good. Everyone is extremely delighted. We're finally building the morale back up after it was turned abysmal after our poor run of form. It's a big win there. We keep the pressure on Manchester City. We keep them at bay for the time being. And that means we now extend the gap to 6 points with 2 games to go. That means if City fail to match our result today, or I should say don't fail to get a point today, then that will mean just 1 point in our final 2 games will give us the title. Sadly, our under-19s, I forgot to mention this, our under-19s made it to the Champions League final and they lost on penalties. How gutting is that? That's a bit of a shame. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, 3-0 final score. Delighted to finally get a really big win, our first away win in a while. And yeah, 6 points to gap now. City need to win their game today, and they are at 3 PM and they're taking on who? Norwich away. They should win that game. We'll find out regardless. We shouldn't really rely on other teams to do us favours, but it's always welcome if it happens away at Carrow Road, and sadly not. Man City got to win by 3-1. I told you, even when we went 10 points clear, they were going to push us every step of the way. They've been that good this season, and you know, ordinarily 91 points from 36 games, that's the title sewn up, but instead we're still 3 points ahead of them, 2 games to go, and due to the goal difference swing, I would probably say now that just 1 win in our final 2 games would probably do it for us. We've got Norwich at home and then Burnley at home in our 2 final games, and we should surely, I don't want to tempt fate, but surely, touch wood, we'll win one of those 2 games and that'll give us the title. So anyway, Premier League title almost in the bag, but not yet. City continuing to push us every step of the way. Bayern Munich away next day in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. Bring them on. And of course, it's worth pointing out that with our final 2 games being at home as well, just for those that are interested in this sort of thing, if we win both of those games, you can see our home record right here, we will join Chelsea, Manchester United and Manchester City in the 55 points club. Those 3 teams got to 55 points in their home record in a single Premier League season, and that is the joint record amount of points at home in a Premier League season. City did it in their 2012 winning season under Mancini. Chelsea did it in their 04-05 incredible season, and Manchester United did it in another season as well, though I don't remember what season that was, so any United fans out there, apologies, you'll know more than me. I think it might have been the 07-08 season when they won the Champions League as well. I honestly can't remember, but regardless, those 3 teams hit 55 at home in a single season, and if we win our final 2 games, we'll do that as well. So there is still a chance to set some records this season, and hopefully we'll be able to do that with 2 wins from our final 2 games. Also, for those that are interested in this sort of stuff, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes down to records and statistics. I really like it. There are a couple of other records that we could set and match. If we win our final 2 games, that'll be the most wins in the season with 32, and also 100 points as well. That'll equal last season's 2 records that City set, so that would be great if we could do that as well. We're not going to score, is it 15 goals, I think it is, to set a new goals scored record as well, so that's not going to happen, obviously. Although Petkovic could actually equal Petr Cech's incredible clean sheet record with Chelsea, which is 24 if he keeps the 2 clean sheets against Norwich and who's the other team? Burnley in our final 2 games. Of course, Benker's smashed Salah's individual goals in the season record as well. So there's still records that could be set and equaled. I don't think Bayern is going to match Thierry Henry's 20 assist record, but there's still a couple more that could fall and could be equaled in our final 2 games. But of course, the most important thing is making sure we just wrap up the title. It's crazy to think 94 points from 36 games and we still haven't won the title yet. It's been unbelievable. I don't know why, but I've always been a bit of a statistics nerd, to be honest, when it comes down to sport, both football and basketball. It's interesting because my other half doesn't watch or know anything about football, and we once went out for a walk through Manchester City Centre where Manchester City had their team parade, and they asked me what was going on. I tried explaining it to them, and they just got bored after about 5 seconds of chat. I was like, they set 100 points in the season. It was unbelievable. It's one of the best Premier League seasons any team has ever had. And they were like, yeah, cool. Anyway, second and final game today, it's Bayern Munich away at the Allianz Arena in the first leg of our first ever Champions League semi-final tie. Super looking forward to it. Very pessimistic of our chances of making it through. But hey, we overcame PSG. We've overcome Chelsea. We can do Bayern Munich as well. Come on, you Lions. So 4-2-4 for the game after the win against Newcastle. No change to our tactics, but 2 changes to our lineup heading into the game. And due to Vizcek's suspension, well, I was very close to playing McKennie as a centre-back in this game, but instead we got to play Danny alongside Ferencek, despite the fact this is his first start since January. So this is our team for the game. It's Petkovic in goal, a back for retirement, Daniel thrown right back into the deep end, Ferencek and Pereira with Dobby and Paolo our CMs. Louise and Webster are on the wings, and Benker and Beitanian are up top together. And on the bench, it's Fernandes, McKennie, Ranieri, Pingu, O'Connell, John Black and Kabaki as well. It's a really top-heavy bench right now, but I'm really hoping we can get some away goals tonight to take back to the den. With 60% match sharpness on Daniel, his first start since January in the Champions League semi-final first leg, one of the biggest games in the club's history. Well, this is a real test of what Daniel is made of, let's just say that. Anyway, second and final game, it's Bayern Munich away at the Allianz Arena. Come on, you Lions, let's get the win to take back to the den. Come on. Obviously, in the previous 2 rounds, we headed into the second leg being the underdogs, knowing that we had to score, otherwise we would go out due to the away goal ruling. So what we want to do tonight, this being the first knockout tie away from home, is put the pressure on the hosts and get those away goals. But we know their team is better than ours. They've got a fantastic side. You saw it in the last episode. It's going to be tough. But I think we can score tonight. I really do. And the first chance will probably fall to us as well down the right-hand side. Clinton takes around his man and crosses, and it's a dangerous one for Donnarumma, but the Italian does claim it. Bayern Munich will regain possession of the ball. Again, we've never been to this stage in the competition before. 2 years ago, knocked out in the quarterfinals by Real Madrid. Last year, of course, knocked out in the group stages, embarrassingly so. This is going to be a big game for us. What are we made of? Can we compete with the biggest boys in Europe? As Ruben Neves finds Osmani. Bayern Munich will attack with Puklin on the ball, and a Croatian, who we saw in the last episode, fires on way off target, still 0-0. 32 minutes in, next highlight falling here. Dobby to Timon, first time cross is blocked though, and here come Bayern again. And their first chance came on the counter. Their second one might do so as well. They've slowed the pace down a little bit of Ruben Neves finding Franca. back to number 30, and that's a great ball to find Saunders here, who gets in behind and finds Puklin, and finds Vata, who fires it just wide the post from inside our area. Still tied at 0-0. It's not disastrous if we concede tonight. It's not disastrous if we lose tonight. But the most important thing is that we get ourselves an away goal to take back to the Den, because they'll certainly score in London. There's no doubt about that. We need to get a goal ourselves here tonight. Luis down left-hand side has Timon with him, but instead decides to go alone across the middle. It's headed away, and Bayern Munich get it back, but as Dobby wins it back himself, feeds it inside, Kessie now regains possession for the hosts, and Bayern will play it back to Donnarumma, who clears it long. Who is going to draw first blood in this semi-final tie? Benker wins the ball first, down the left-hand side, dispossessed by Kessie though, and Bayern win it back. They've been a better team in this first half. They've had more shots, same amount on target, but they're dominating the possession battle right now. And as Vata escapes from Paolo, Ruben Neves plays it across towards Osmani, and here come Bayern once again. Ruben Neves, well, a lovely ball inside behind Pereira. Vata's through. What a save by Pekovic initially, but the Croatian doesn't get the luck as the rebound drops straight back to number 11, and Bayern take their deserved lead. It was an amazing ball to free Vata there from Ruben Neves inside the centre circle. What a brilliant ball there. Takes a touch, catches Pereira sleeping, beats it behind, puts it behind him. Vata's shot, well saved by Pekovic initially, but it comes straight back to him, and Bayern do draw first blood as we expected, and on the balance of play they certainly deserve it. 1-0 to Bayern, and the most important thing is we don't capitulate here. The first half coming to its close, we're trading, we can't go 2 goals down quickly. Osmani's ball cut out, Daniel puts his foot on the ball and gives it back towards Timon. Come on you Lions, let's not capitulate here. Luis down left hand side sends it through to Benker, cut out easily by the Lit, still 1-0. And as Donnarumma sends it long, Ferencek wins it in the air, and Betanin beats his man and rolls it through. Julian Benker, talisman denied by Donnarumma, and our first and only chance in the first half falling to the man we want it to. Nice flick on by Ricardo, but Julian couldn't finish. Still 1-0, but a positive to end the first half despite being behind. Paolo controls, can he find space to shoot? No, he finds Ricardo instead. Chance still alive here, Betanin. Capango, shot deflected, another corner. And that corner came to nothing. We have one to throw in here. Pereira to Betanin. Now back to Capango, and the right back on the ball will play inside towards Betanin. Capango, Dobby. Yes, Julian Benker with the finish, and the Austrians done it again. This guy can't stop scoring. What a season Julian Benker is having. I don't know the last time one of my strikers had a season like this, but it's unbelievable. What is it, 55 goals or something stupid in all competitions, and a massive one here. Pereira to Betanin, composed ball to Capango, into Dobby, finds his man Benker, takes a touch, and finds the bottom corner. That's the away goal we wanted, and the perfect response after trailing. Bayern 1, Millwall 1, but another highlight in a very good first half as Bayern will look to restore their lead directly from kickoff. It's Vata down the left-hand side of the goal scorer into Ruben Neves, who set up the goal, back to Kessie, who gives it in back, and now Franca looking to turn Dobby and find Kessie, and Puklin back to Ruben Neves, pulling the strings, finds Vata down the left, cross the far post, Pekovic fists it away, Kessie heads on, and Franca puts it wide. Pekovic, why don't you just catch the ball, mate? I'm going to say to the boys at the break at half-time, calmly, unlucky boys, things just haven't gone right for us so far. And we've motivated a couple of players that will individually criticise the defence and the midfield as well. We created a couple of chances towards the end and got that goal through Benker. It's quite a balanced game though. Bayern played better in the first half and dominated possession, but we had some good chances there. And in the second half, I think it could go either way really. Still tied at 1-1, 45 minutes to come, and what a big half. Imagine if we can win this game, get another away goal, and take that back to the Den with us. Come on, you Lions. Free kick for Bayern though, and Franco rattles the crossbar as Daniel heads it back into play. Danger not fully clear, and De Ligt, oh! Did the flag stay down? No, De Ligt was offside in the end. And we escaped there. Bayern hitting the woodwork and still 1-1. But they've started the second half off strong. That free kick caught by Petkovic as it's still 1-1 as we approach the hour mark. I think someone's going to win this game. I can see Bayern turning on the style any second now and going 2, 3, possibly even 4 goals up if they really want it. They've got a deadly attack. They've already hit us once. And it's going to be a real test of our character in this final half an hour. Here's Clinton Webster down the right hand side. Dispossessed by Vata. But Webster wins it back and then lost it straight away. Clinton played well at St James's Park, not so well tonight at the Allianz Arena as Vata finds a bit of space to go for goal and fires it way wide at the post. So what I'm going to do is take off Clinton and bring on Keith O'Connell, itching to get on here after his return from injury. And I'll make the one change there. Half an hour to go, still 1-1. Don't want to change the tactics. At the moment, we're doing okay with this system. Not doing too bad at all. I think what I might do is bring off Dobby for Weston McKennie and operate him with a ball in midfield role and play Paolo, who's tiring out there, as our deep line playmaker, and make another change there. just to make sure that Bayern don't get too many chances. You know, I always say ball midfielders in big games so crucial to help you out on defense. And before that change is made, a chance here for us on the break. Bayern has got Kapango with him. Oh! And it's saved by Donnarumma. Paolo storming forward, denied by the Italian, and that could have been a winner. 10 minutes to go, and I still think someone's going to win this game, and it could have been us. We've had more clear-cut chances than our host today, but here come Bayern. Franca, Vata, well done, Pereira wins it back, and O'Connell sends it long, but it's easily won by Mazzanti as Bayern regain possession. I have to say, despite Bayern having more shots than us in this game, and more of the ball as well, I think it's been quite equal. I think it's been quite balanced, and as McKennie wins it back here, Bayern plays it through. Oh, Julian, what a chance. Julian! Oh, why'd you go for goal from there, mate? Tight angle. And that was a golden chance to put your foot on the ball. Wait for a supporting run. Still 1-1. And I still think someone's going to win this. 6 minutes to go. And we've had our chances. Here's Osmani for Bayern. Free ball cut out by Pereira. And now O'Connell puts his foot on the ball and sends it long. Julian. Yeah, scores! Julian Benker scores 2-1. He's done it again. Benker with the goal. Millwall are in front of the Allianz Arena. What a ball by Keith off the bench. And Julian Benker beat his man to the ball, kept his composure, and finds us in front for the first time in the semi-final. We love playing away in Europe now. Brilliant ball by Keith. Benker would have finished 2-1. Get in! Right, heading into the final couple of minutes, I'm going to make my final change here. And I'm going to go ahead and take off Pereira, who's tiring, and on a booking for Ranieri. I won't make any changes to our mentality and our current tactics. And as we enter stoppage time, oh my goodness, corner for the Lions. Paolo Capango, Keith O'Connell, Weston McKennie. Oh! Daniel got in the way of McKennie's shot. Back from injury, first start since January, and blocked McKennie's attempt. I'm not sure it was goal bound, to be fair, and the flag went up, but still, Bayern on the ball, poor pass cut out, and here come Bayern. Please don't lose it here. And we've got 2 away goals. It's still a good result regardless, but what a result this will be. What a win it will be. A famous win in Millwall history we can hold on. Julian Benker. Oh, please, Ricardo. Please, Ricardo. Yes, Ricardo! 3-1 to Mill. I don't believe it. Bayern 1, Millwall 3. Julian Benker to Ricardo Bayern. Name a better love story than Twilight, or whatever the saying is. I don't know. Daniel with a lovely first time ball to find Julian Benker. Plays it over the top. Ricardo latches onto it and slots it home. Worth all the money. What a result this is going to be. Get in. Oh, a free kick here. Luis straight into the wall. That would have been the icing on the cake. Had Luis made it 4-1. He's just booted it away. Literally aimlessly just booted into the stand to waste some time. And that is surely going to do it. Oh my god, this has got to be one of the best results of the series, if not the best result of the series. I did not see this coming. Bayern 1, Millwall 3. And we're going to head back to the den knowing that Bayern Munich must score 3 goals in London. Otherwise, we're into the Champions League final. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned with all the adversity we've had this season, with so many injuries, some crucial suspensions to our players, none bigger than the Czech suspension for this game. Daniel stepping in for his first start since January after the broken foot. The 2 ties in the previous round, having to come from behind after those away goals we conceded in the first leg, and then conceding the first goal in the second leg. Wow, I can't believe it. What a brilliant result. And I'm going to say to the boys passionately, I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. Massive wins back to back. And I'm delighted for Daniel as well, stepping in, first start since the broken foot since January. He did alright out there. He did pretty well. So 3 on the final score. What a result. And I'm stunned. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. But destiny is firmly in our own hands. Make sure we don't concede 3 goals to Den, and we're into the Champions League final for the first time in the series. That is a memorable Lions victory if I've ever seen one. What a result. What a win. And we are 90 minutes away from a place in the Champions League final. Oh my god. So that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. A big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated. And you really help the channel out as well. We're going to do a double episode today. We're going to do a double episode upload today because I'm too hype. I'm going to play these 2 games right now. I'm far too hype right now. I'm playing these 2 games for this evening's video because this is going to be unbelievable. We've got Norwich at home in the penultimate game of the Premier League season, where a win will see us crowned champions of the league. And then Bayern Munich home in the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals at the Den, where again, just make make sure we concede no more than 2, and we're into the Champions League final. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your weekend. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode coming out this evening in a double episode upload. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, we could be title winners and Champions League finalists. Much love. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you for the next episode later on tonight. Bye.